Read your lines like the back of your hand so that you have no difficulty. And once you go onto the set, only thing you are doing is focusing on the emotion. I find it becomes more natural when I speak the lines exactly what you've written in my way. I hate myself. I have never liked myself from Swabiman till now. Been brought up with a few moral codes which I will adhere to and stick to come what may. Because if she is extremely uncomfortable with something, I will never do it. In this case, I really push the envelope and I hope that people can see that effort.
जिंदगी अक्सर हमारे सामने काफी सारे ऐसे रास्ते खोल देती है जो शायद कभी गलत होते हैं तो कभी सही भी होते हैं। लेकिन क्या हो अगर आपके सामने आपके करियर के लिए, आपकी लाइफ को एक सक्सेस पे ले जाने के लिए आपको एक ऐसा रास्ता चुनने का मौका दिया जाए जो मॉरली इनकरेक्ट हो, या फिर शायद वो ऐसा हो जिसके लिए आपको कुछ ज्यादा बड़ा सैक्रिफाइस देना पड़े, तो क्या आप उस रास्ते को चुनना चाहेंगे? वेल, ऐसे ही दोराहे पे आके खड़ी हो गई है अजय की जिंदगी इन द अपकमिंग सीरीज सनक एक जुनून, जो कि बहुत जल्द रिलीज होगी MX प्लेयर पे। वेल, आज मेरे यानी विशाखा पंडित के साथ जुड़ने वाले हैं रोहित रॉय बोस, जो करेंगे बात अपने इसी किरदार के बारे में, व्हाट वेंट बिहाइंड द मेकिंग ऑफ अजय एंड ऑल द स्ट्रगल्स दैट ही फेस्ड व्हाइल ही वाज फिल्मिंग एंड शूटिंग फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर सीरीज ऑन MX प्लेयर।
Aren't you fed up of this life? तुम्हें पसंद है ये जिंदगी?
क्या बात है मिस्टर अजय पुरोहित,
हर ख्वाब की एक कीमत होती है।
और तुम्हारे ख्वाब की कीमत मैं हूँ।
Well, I would say, firstly, welcome to Tele Chakra and congratulations for the series. I saw the promo. I am quite intrigued to see कि आगे कहानी कैसे unfold होने वाली है, what will be his decision finally, and a lot more through the series itself. So if I ask you in a way that, what was that main X character that made you say yes for it? Like,
well, the first X factor was obviously Vikram Bhatt. I have worked with Vikram Bhatt earlier, and I enjoy his writing. I love the way he writes. Second reason was that this was a very, very challenging character for me to play. The show is, of course, in itself interesting. The script is great. For me, as an actor at this stage, I want to play roles which are not commonplace, which I have not already done somewhere or the other in film or television or OTT. So I think that was one of the X factors. And of course, finally, eventually, you look at the whole setup. I was very excited to work with Aindrita, who's playing my heroine. She's a very celebrated actor down south. She does Kannada films. So that was also an added bonus because since it was a new kind of storytelling, a new pair would also make a difference. So yes, these three probably were the X factors.
well, I would say that कुछ topics ऐसे होते हैं जो maybe are not talked about too much, but then through the series only वो कहीं ना कहीं सामने आते हैं. So when you read the script or maybe when you read about your character, आपका first impression क्या था about the whole series as a viewer, not as an actor, but as a viewer?
I always look at stuff as a viewer. Unfortunately, in my entire career, I have either seen it as a director or as a viewer. I never ever see my stuff as an actor. It's been a problem,
Okay.
and this was pointed out to me 25 years back by Krishna Bhatt's grandfather. Praveen Bhatt, who's her grandfather, while shooting for Swabhiman, told me that your questions, all your queries that you have are none of an actor. They're all of a director. So I see things as a director, see things as a viewer. But in Sanak, I must say, when I saw it as an actor first because I got very scared. I said, oh my God, I can't do this. I will never be able to pull this role off and I don't want to fall flat. At this stage where people think of me as a good actor, I don't want to break their myth and perform badly. But as a viewer, I knew it would be interesting. I mean, I would love to watch it.
Well, in that regard, I would say when you have been a part of the industry for so long, it's always कि characters पे आपको शायद उतना depth का काम नहीं करना पड़ता है, but then some actors love to put 200% in the character graph also. So in your case, I would love to know, was there anything in specific that you did for this particular character? You worked upon it?
So let me first tell you the kind of character building that I do usually. People asked me कि sir आपने काबिल में ऐसा काम किया है, कितना होमवर्क लगा, कितने साल तक प्रिपेयर किया आपने, क्या क्या किया? मैंने कुछ नहीं किया, कुछ भी नहीं किया था मैंने. और लोग जितने भी एक्टर हैं, खासकर इस जनरेशन के, oh, I did this, I went and lived in a slum for 15 days, oh, I lived with a murderer and a rapist and I went to meet the convict's mother. I said, यार एक्टिंग कर ले भाई, पहले एक्टिंग कर लो ना, एक्टिंग कर लो तो ये सब नहीं करना पड़ेगा. तो मेरे लिए रॉकेट साइंस नहीं है और मैं कोई क्रेडिट नहीं चाहता हूँ. मेरा प्रेप सिर्फ एक होता है जो नसीरुद्दीन शाह ने 25 साल पहले मुझसे कहा था कि भैया लाइनें अच्छे से पढ़ के जाओ. Read your lines like the back of your hand so that you have no difficulty, and once you go onto the set, only thing you are doing is focusing on the emotion. You're not thinking of अरे line कौन सी है अभी, right? That's the only prep I've done, really, honestly. In Sanak, for the first time in 25 years, I had to prepare because this character is so different from what I am in real life. I don't know his thought process. I don't know how he walks, how he talks. He's from a small town. I've never lived in a small town. या तो either I had gone to Bhopal to live for a year, जैसे हमारे आपके बड़े सब सुपरस्टार्स बोलते रहते हैं आजकल. I went and lived in a chawl.
Okay.
तो मैंने वो सब नहीं किया. सनक के लिए बहुत प्रेप ये की मैंने. I changed my walk. I changed my voice. I changed the way I not deliver dialogue, but basically I talk to you in a different way. So I'd say instead of the booming, aggressive voice that I have in real life, I softened it because he's from a small town. Cosmetic changes are what I did, but the major change is what Krishna did to me in terms of my demeanor. My entire demeanor softened the way she asked me to deliver my dialogues. So yes, Sanak has a lot of prep work which has gone in. I don't know if the audiences will recognize the nuances, but I hope they do.
As you just said that, Krishna made these small changes in your character and, she helped you throughout. Do you call yourself like a proper director's actor, or do you love and you believe in improvising any given chance?
I am an improv actor. I can't fix or I cannot adhere or I can't stick to the lines given or the way it's done. I find it very restrictive, not because I don't respect the lines written by the director or the writer, but I find it becomes more natural when I speak the lines exactly what you've written in my way. So I'm an absolutely improv actor. I believe in improvisation. I actually believe in give and take on the set. If you're saying something which is not written, I welcome it because it makes it natural, because my reaction will be natural. But people, often directors I've seen get a little upset when you change the lines. But Vikram, for one, is very, very possessive of the way he writes. So very, very rarely do I change his lines because his lines are written in a particular meter. And when you don't say those lines, he gets very offended. So I try to stick as much as possible. And also it's easy for me because I love the lines that he writes. I absolutely love the way he delivers those lines. When he sends me a voice note, for instance, describing the scene, I can actually see myself doing it, which is why I badger him over and over again that I want to work with you, I want to work with you, I want to work with you.
But then on the same grounds, are you those actors who criticize their work to the T, or do you like watching yourself? What is it like?
I hate myself. I have never liked myself from Swabiman till now. There's very, very little work of myself that I feel satisfied with.
Which one is that you feel satisfied with, sir?
I liked myself a little bit in Kabul. Very little, but I liked myself because it was completely different and the first time I did it. So it was a sense of achievement, but I've never liked myself. Another thing, I am one actor who never sees the monitor after a take. Ever. Because I don't like myself, right? So if I don't like myself, I'm not going to okay the take and I'll want one more, and that one more will never stop. So I let the director decide what is good, what is bad. Let my co-actors see the monitor and never go unless they say, "Yaar, ek baar dekh lo."
Wow. Okay. On the same note, I would say that, when I saw the trailer, the first thing in my heart was, what will be his decision, right? वो अपने morals को छोड़ेगा, नहीं छोड़ेगा, क्या decision लेगा, वो कौन सी side पे जाएगा. So have you ever encountered in your life any such situation wherein, you had to think twice, okay, do I choose my morals over such a thing, or do I choose what?
I've encountered several. There is nothing in my life that will make me break or even bend my principles or morals for work or for furthering my career or anything, or for my personal gain. Never, never, never. I won't be able to live with myself, and I don't think that that is, personally, Rohit doesn't think that it's success. That is not success. Success, I don't mind struggling. Like I have never said that nothing has come to me easily. I'm in the public eye. People somehow think that I've always had it easy. I've never had it easy. I still don't. But I will never compromise my morals or principles because, I've been brought up my mother's is a teacher. I've been brought up with a few moral codes which I will adhere to and stick to come what may. The going gets tough, but that gets me going too. So I'm good with it. I won't ever break my principles. Not now, God forbid, not ever.
That's right. Okay, on the same note, as you just said about your family, how much is your family's opinion very much needed when you choose a series or a movie or any show for that matter? Do you discuss with them before taking it up or no?
No, nothing at all. I mean, my wife is the only person who really matters, but she's an actor. She understands the demands of this profession. And, come on, given the fact that we have just got into the OTT space, if there is a husband-wife story, there will be a love-making scene, there will be kissing, there will be intimate scenes. But it's normal, right? It's natural. You have to do it. So I don't shy away from that. I only shy away from stuff where there's forcible stuff put in for eyeballs. I don't agree with that. For instance, for Sanak, there are a few scenes which are really intimate between me and Andrita. They've been shot very aesthetically, beautifully by Krishna. And I absolutely enjoy doing those scenes. Now, Mansi, when she sees it, she will see an actor. She will not see her husband. So no, I think we kind of don't discuss it. I, of course, run it by her. Because if she is extremely uncomfortable with something, I will never do it. Because then there is no point. I mean, But till date, I haven't taken up stuff which will make her uncomfortable.
Perfect. When you were talking about Sanak, I would say that I saw a lot of shades in your character. So, but if I ask you, which was the most difficult part about your character that you felt कि ये बहुत मुश्किल था?
Well, without exposing the story, when I have to take that decision to take my wife to that key ring party, was the most difficult thing for me to do. Because, of course, he believes that he's doing the right thing. He believes that compromise must be made for their betterment. It's not that whatever he's doing for himself. He's doing it for them and their future. He actually strongly believes that people have to make compromises to get to the next level. And it was a very, very difficult scene because, again, I didn't understand. He said, you are putting your relationship on the line for the betterment of your relationship. How is that? That's an ironical situation to be in. So it was difficult, and I think that was my most difficult scene to do. And I saw a little glimpse of that, and I quite liked it.
If I may ask, when while talking about a series, every time an actor का कोई काम देखा जाता है, the fans take away something. What do you think that the fans are gonna take away when they're gonna watch this particular series from your character or maybe from the work that you've done, kind of an actor की तरह?
Well, if I can be a little selfish here, I think I want them to take away the fact that an actor like me can enact a role like Ajay, because this one is a very difficult one to play, and I hope that they take away the nuances and the hard work that I put in, because other roles that I've done, they've been good, but they've been regular. They've not been, I haven't really pushed myself. In this case, I really pushed the envelope, and I hope that people can see that effort without seeing the effort. So I hope and I pray that they take that.
Lastly, सिर्फ fans को बता दीजिए कि apart from Sanak, because obviously Sanak is gonna set the bar really high for you, what all can they expect out of the upcoming months? Well,
I'm doing a couple of new shows for coming up for OTT. I start shooting next week in Bhopal. That's an interesting show. I don't want to talk about it right now because, when the time is right, we'll talk about it. I can also talk about Forensic, because Forensic I've completed. It stars Vikrant Masi, Radhika Apte and me. I'm very happy to be in this setup because, again, this is a new zone for me. I'm not acted with actors like Radhika and Vikrant. And I'm looking forward to people watching me in that because it's the first time I've done a character role. And lots of things happening. 2022 will definitely see me as a director. So keep your fingers crossed for that. But currently, just watch Sanak Ek Junoon on MX Player, 16th of October, guys.
At least you can count me in for sure. Well, it was a pleasure having you here, Rohit. Thank you so much for joining me here at Telechucker, and I wish you all the luck.
Thank you so very much, Vishaka, and keep doing the amazing work that you're doing. Lots of love.
Thank you so much. Well, thank you so much, guys, for watching today's chat session with me, Vishaka Pandit, जहां आज मेरे साथ candidly बात करते नजर आए रोहित रॉय बोस, जो कि निभा रहे हैं अजय का किरदार इन द सीरीज सनक एक जुनून. Well, आप हमारे साथ नीचे बने कमेंट सेक्शन में जरूर शेयर करिएगा what you want to say about his upcoming series, and also आपका क्या कहना है स्टोरी लाइन एंड अपकमिंग सीरीज के बारे में. Until that, stay tuned to Telechucker for all the more updates about the tele world.
Know all about the tele world by subscribing to Telechucker's YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated to our new videos.